Dear students, today we shall study kinds of sentences. Okay, students? Kinds of sentences. Okay, we know that there are three kinds of sentences: the simple sentence, then the compound sentence, and the last one, that is the third one, the complex sentence. Okay, student? Then now we are going to study what is the simple sentence, the compound sentence, and what? The complex sentence. The simple sentence. Students, let me write here some of the examples so that we can understand quickly. Okay? The first example: dogs bark. Did you enjoy your holiday? Fetch some more water. Fourth one, see how well you are looking today. See, students, if we read all these sentences: dog bark, did you enjoy your holiday, fetch some more water, how well you are looking today. See, student, here we see different kinds of sentences. In all the sentence, one common thing is there. In each sentence there is one verb only. The dog barks, did you enjoy your holiday, fetch some water, then how well you are looking. Okay, so bark, enjoy, fetch, and are looking. Okay, student, so here in each sentence we see one finite verb. One finite verb. Okay, student? Yes, if you don't know what is finite verb, okay, student, what is finite verb? What is finite verb? In short, I would like to explain what is finite verb actually. Okay, finite verb actually it changes according to a person. Okay, person, then we can say number and tense. Okay, yes, tense, tense. So finite verb changes according to a person, a number, and a tense, we can say. Okay, student, for example, see, let's have a example. She writes a letter. Second, I write a letter. Okay, third one, father wrote a letter yesterday. Okay, student, see here. Here, if person changes, verb changes. She is the third person, so the verb takes here es form. Okay, then first person, here I is there, and because of that verb does not take es. Okay, students, and here yesterday means it is past tense, and because of that verb changes. So in the all the three sentences we see there is change in verb. as per person, okay, as per number we can say, and as per what tense we can say. Okay, student, have understood? This is called as a finite verb. Okay, so what I said, in simple sentence only one finite verb will be there. Okay, so it is a simple sentence. Okay, what we can say, if the sentence contains only one finite verb is known as simple sentence. Okay, student, now I would like to tell you about the compound sentence. What is the compound sentence? Okay, now second one that we are going to learn, that is compound sentence. Compound sentence. Okay, students, yes, first of all we will have some examples, then we will have the explanation. Okay, I gave him money and he ran away. Second example, let's have. Okay, yes, see, the clouds gathered together and rain fell down heavily and we became wet. Okay, students, let's have explanation now. See, I gave him money. This is one sentence which makes a complete sentence where we have one finite verb. Okay, now students, another sentence is here, he ran away. In this sentence also one finite verb is there. Okay, so in this sentence, I gave him money and he ran away, here we see two finite verbs, gave and ran, and each sentence, that is I gave him money and he ran away, makes independently sense, but they are joined with a conjunction, that is and. Okay, students, okay, it means here this sentence is independent and this sentence also independent with a finite verb, and connected with and. Okay, students, so such kind of sentence is called as compound sentence. Okay, student, now see again, the clouds gathered together, here this is one sentence which makes a sense. Rain fell down heavily, this is also another sentence which makes sense itself. We became wet, again the third sentence is here which makes a sense. Okay, or we can say a clause is there. Okay, students, have you understood? Yes, so these are clauses of a sentence, because a sentence is made up of a clause we can say. And see here also, the clouds gathered together, in this sentence or a clause one finite verb is there, Rain fell down heavily, here also we have one finite verb, and we became wet, here also we have one finite verb. Okay, it means in this single sentence three verbs are there, making individually sense of the sentence. The clouds gathered together, rain fell down heavily, we became wet. Okay, but these three individual clauses connected with and conjunction. Okay, and. Okay, student, have understood? So such kind of sentence is called as compound sentence. Okay, student, have understood? Okay, yes, and these are the clauses we can say, independent clause we can say, independent. Okay, independent clause. It means that in a compound sentence, two or more than two clauses connected with a conjunction. Okay, students, that is called as compound sentence. Two or more than two sentence. Have understood now? Yes, very good. Now, students, let's have an example of the complex sentence now. The complex sentence. Before having explanation, let's have few examples of complex sentence. Students, before moving forward, one more thing I would like to tell you that here each clause is independent and they are coordinating together. So such kind of clause is called as coordinating clause. Okay, yes, coordinating or coordinate clause. Okay, yes. Now let's have example of complex. See student, the first example is, this is the cat which killed the rat. One more example, let's have one more example. We could not hear what the principal said. See student, here we had two examples. This is the cat which killed the rat. Let's try to understand. This is the cat. This is a sentence because it has a finite verb. Okay students, so it makes sense, so it is an independent clause. But if we say which killed the rat, this sentence or this clause does not make any sense without this clause. Okay, so this clause is called as main clause, as well as it is a independent clause also. Okay, and this clause is depend on the first clause, that is the main clause. Okay, so it is called as subordinate clause. Okay, which is depend on the main clause to make a sense. Okay students, so such kind of sentences are called as complex sentences. In the complex sentence, in this way we have a main clause and a subordinate clause which is depend on the first clause or the main clause, we can say. Let's have the second example now. We could not hear. So this is one clause which makes the complete sentence. So it is the main clause. Now second clause, let's learn what the principal said. So what the principal says, the second clause doesn't make any sense. So it is depend on the first clause, that is the main clause. Okay, that is the main clause. Okay, yes. So here in this complex sentence we have a main clause and second one is subordinate clause. Okay students, okay, so this is called as complex sentence. Okay students, have you understood? Yes, very good. Dear students, let's have some more information. Let's have first example and then I will explain it to you. See student, the teacher taught the students and evaluated and passed them. See students, in this sentence only one subject is there, that is teacher, and here what we can see, one, here is a finite verb, again one more finite verb is there, evaluated, and the other verb is also is there, that is finite verb past. It means one subject is there and three finite verbs are there. It means it doesn't mean that it is a simple sentence, but actually here three verbs are there but one common subject is there. So the sentences can be, see, the teacher taught the students, okay, the teacher evaluated the students, okay, and the teacher passed them or the students, we can say, okay. So taught, evaluated and passed, the common thing is here, that is subject, okay, but the verbs are different one, okay, and these three sentences are connected with the and conjunction, okay, and okay student, have understood now? Okay, so this is the compound sentence, this is the compound sentence, okay student, have understood? Because each sentence makes a individual sense, okay, have understood? Very good students, let's have one more example. See, either John or Ram has done this. See student, in this sentence two subjects are there, John and Ram, and one finite verb is there, that is has done, okay students. But here actually the sentence may be like this, either John has done this or either Ram has done this, and both the sentence makes the sense, okay students, have understood? Very good. So this sentence is what? Compound sentence, which is connected or joined with either and or, okay, either or, okay student, have understood? So here we see two subjects, one verb, okay students, so this is called as a compound sentence, have understood? Very good. So today what we have learned here, we have learned simple sentence. In a simple sentence we just have a finite verb, okay, so that is called as a simple sentence. Sometimes the simple sentence may be very lengthy, but we may find only one finite verb in a lengthy sentence. So always a simple sentence may not be a short one, okay student, so it can be a lengthy or long sentence. Second, we have seen the compound sentence. Here two or more individual sentences we can see, that are called as two independent clauses, but they are coordinating together, so it is called as coordinate clause, okay students. Now the third one that we have learned, that is complex sentence. Here in the complex sentence one main clause is there and one subordinate clause is there, which will be completely depend on the main clause. So this is called as a complex sentence. It is again called as a principal clause also. Okay, student, have understood? Very good. So today we have learned the kinds of sentences.